You better tell them or I will. You better tell them. We gon' talk about wrong, right, death, life. Talk about anything you like, you better tell them or I will. You better tell them or I will. You better tell them. We gon' talk about broke, rich, real life-ish. Speaking like this, I can't miss. You better tell them or I will. You better tell them or I will. You better tell them. We gon' talk about the old, young, smart, dumb. Let me show you where I'm coming from. You better tell them or I will.
And we are back at it one more again. You better tell them or I will. Man, life is good. Life is good. We back from a hell of a weekend. Daughter had a volleyball tournament. Very good, very good. She had about five to seven kills. It was dope, man. But it's a trip, man. When you're out there, Nelson Mandela once said, "Your liberation liberates others." And I'm sitting at this tournament, and a parent come from an opposing team or another team, if you will. And he opened up his computer because some of the parents are working or answering emails in between tournaments and matches or whatever. But anyway, I saw this show when he opened it because he sat in front of me, and I asked him about it. Then I shared with him a show that I watch. And we won't promote that show right now because they're getting bread. Maybe another time. But anyway, I told him, and he was from the Orange County area. And I said, "Oh man, word, I'm going to a convention after this tournament." And he was like, "Wow, such and such convention?" I was like, "Nah, a 12-step convention." He was like, "Oh, you a friend of Bill W?" And I say, "Yeah, for the last 15 years. And that's the code when somebody when you know what we do. You a friend of Bill? Yeah, right on, man. So, and I bring that up to say judgment, because I drop a gavel on a mug in a minute. Don't judge shit. After I collect evidence, I'm about to judge. Yeah, because I need to know who I'm hanging around, who I'm associating with, huh? When your parents or your grandmother used to tell you don't hang out with the wrong crowd, that still applies as an adult. I told you that before. But anyway, we learned something interesting about a parent that I misjudged. Yeah. So make sure your evidence is right. But anyway, man, sitting here thinking, because that's what I do. I do my best to think constructively, think on how to improve. When the information comes, put it into practical application. Most people think they are thinking when actually what they're doing is reminiscing. Yeah, we'll get into that on another one. But it came to me, man, and let me get on the holy roller real quick. The Alpha and the Omega, the end all be all. That's you. It start with you and end with you, man. If you not, however you living is how you live with everybody. So if you living in peace within yourself, right? Because it start with you and end with you. If you living at peace with yourself, then you can live at peace with everybody else. If you trust and believe in yourself, you can trust and believe in other people. But when you doubt yourself, you doubt others. When you're not at peace with yourself, you ain't at peace with nobody, huh? In some of the non-affluent communities, they would say full of drag and drama. And if you one of those people that's full of drag and drama, the sun's shining, but you can't see it. The love is there and you can't feel it. You got something going on internally, man. And remember, it start with you and end with you. And the willingness that we spoke about some time ago, man, is key. One, just be willing to be willing. Because no matter what, no matter what, your own internal God in you tells you what you need to do, how you can improve, how you can do this, how you can do that. What if I did this? What if I did that? Right? So let's take a case. If you're in a relationship, husband, wife, lifetime partner, whatever it is, and for somehow y'all can't go a year without harmony, somebody need to do some work on somebody, huh? That somebody is you. Because what I've learned through self-improvement, self-analysis, self-correcting, is that no one has to change in order for me to be all right. I got to be all right with me. I got to be all right with me. Once I get all right with me, I'm going to be all right with you. And if we not all right, then, hey, we all right. Huh? You know, but man, you know, dealing with these relationships, specifically speaking of marriage or commitment to another, you know, you got this cliche or philosophy that is 50-50. It's not 50-50. It's 100 and 100. And if you harmonize and you rolling and you don't have no drag and drama, then you know when somebody drop down to 70, then you got to go pour into them, pull them back up, right? You know, but a lot of people think that something outside of them needs to change in order for them to be all right, not knowing that once you change internally, the outside will automatically change. In the book that we use, it says, once I straighten out spiritually, I will automatically straighten out physically and mentally, right? So how do I straighten out spiritually? And this is not religious. I'm talking about spirituality. It's an inside job, right? So once I go in and connect to the power that created me, right? Because I'm like 5'9", that was not my plan. My eyes are the shape they are. That was not my plan, right? So this intelligence, God, that created me, I got to get back to that. I got to get back to that. Not get back to. That's the wrong wording. I have to connect to it, right? So this power in a car, you have your battery. And some of us that's been broke before, and I know all of y'all out there rich as hell right now, y'all don't have these type problems. But back when you was broke and you was trying to make it, man, that damn battery go bad. You pop the hood and it got all this corrosion on it, right? So, you know, your old school uncle, grandpa or something, pour a Coke on it. Pour the Coke on it and eat up the acid. I found out you could do that with a penny and a little bit of water. It'll eat the acid up. Check that out. Science project. Anyway, you clean that corrosion, put the pulse back on, car fire up, rolling. No more problems, right? So what I've discovered is that my connection to said power had a lot of corrosion. Corrosion of what school you should have went to, corrosion of what you should be at a certain age, corrosion of don't wear your pants like that, why your hair like that, huh? Oh, yo, this, yo, you know, all of this corrosion. And then as I went in to find out who I was not, and y'all know my least favorite term to hear is that's just me. That's how I am. Whew, boy, I can't stand that shit. Got my blood moving right now. But anyway, once I began to clean that out, connected to that power, found out what I was not, the color of life came on. And it's been on ever since. And I make sure that the connection is always clean and direct. Because it end with me. It start with me. Huh? If something going on and I'm not feeling it and I'm irritated, I got to find out why I'm irritated, not why you irritating me. It's something with me. And I'm gonna tell you something about your man Sean, right? I'm gonna tell you where my irritation go high, right? When I'm messing with that fast food, a lack of sleep, oh man, catch me at a bed shit. I've been and told you something and I gotta apologize later. It'd be like, man, my bad. I was messing with that fast food, you know. But it starts with you on a serious note, man. It starts with you and ends with you, right? So find the peace within yourself. Go through all of that darkness, man, and get to the light so you could live in harmony with your fellow people. And another thing, very important, very, 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 very important. It is vital that you start with yourself and then you do it within your home. And then from outside your home into your community, from your community to your city, from your city to your county, from your county to your state, from your state, right? And then it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger. So it start with you and end with you, man. Don't let nobody tell you different. You better tell them or I will. If somebody doubted, tell them to call me. You got the number, you got the handle, send us a message, man. Get them on the line because it start with you and end with you, man. That's from me to you. You better tell them or I will. We go holler at you.
Have a deep conversation, probably reach across the nation. I'm getting to the point, be patient. Tell them or I will. You better tell them or I will. You better tell them, yeah. You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast on the internet. Sean P. You better tell them.